starting my week very, very, very amazing. And with the beautiful meal, you can simply see my beautiful, gorgeous lady made me this nice meal. Thank you so much, gorgeous.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? You guys did see me have my breakfast, lunch. It's always brunch for me, so I never really get to have breakfast or lunch mixed up. Okay, sorry, but yeah. So what's gonna be happening now is that I'm actually looking at the opening bell. But as soon as the New York session opens, like all of us, like us retail traders are going in, banks and everyone else, we are gonna be executing on our trades. Not just executing because maybe the market opened, but because of some entries and styles and basically the strategy that we're trading allows us to give us that beautiful entry. So what's gonna happen now on this video is that I'm gonna show you what I'm actually looking at here from US 30 and as well US 100. I'll show you guys what it is that I actually do want as soon as the market opens and stuff. And maybe we can just take a look at the economic calendar and try to see what's actually happening in terms of some of the trades that we can expect. So yeah, what happens is that, guys, I think the most important thing that we need to do is to be able to respect our discipline. So that's something that I actually posted into the Telegram public group. If you not, click the link, it's in there. But what I actually spoke about today is the discipline, and I said that I want to, for this week, my goal is to make sure that I actually reach my disciplines. Meaning that my goal isn't to make more money. My goal isn't to I don't know, not take a loss or anything. But my goal is actually to be disciplined with the style that I trade, with the risk rewards that I trade, and importantly, my goal is to be consistently disciplined. Meaning that just because today I made profits, tomorrow I don't want to break my discipline, or just today I lost, tomorrow I don't want to be breaking my discipline. I want to still come back and take a look at what the market is telling me or showing me. So, but yeah, just coming straight to this beautiful position just here. Maybe we can bring the camera a bit more closer so they can be able to see. So I'm gonna walk you guys what I'm looking for from US 30. So in general, I did post this beautiful buy that we're looking at. This buy that we're looking at, basically the buy that we're looking at is just for price to be able to, let me show you how I'm seeing my buy. Because just because on the 1 hour time frame I'm looking at a buy doesn't mean that it's on the smaller time frame you can be getting sells. So you can simply see that with this, I've got my first touches right here, we've got our second touches right here, and automatically price is now coming back to retest this areas for a third touch. So I'm seeing a sell to retest here for a third touch, and then maybe price can go all the way up, hit our first take profit here, and then general our second take profit here. So when I go down to the 15 minutes, like now, we're all the way down to the 15 minutes, you can simply see that price has rejected this area of resistance. Even when I go down to the 5 minutes, price has rejected this area of resistance. I can see the first touch, second touch. This is not a trade that I actually did execute. I'm just looking at how it is, how I'd actually enter it, but I don't like the risk reward. That's why I wouldn't sell on this trade. So normally what I'll do is that once it does happen, if it gives me a great risk reward and maybe it broke with a beautiful impulsive down, I would take this sell, maybe somewhere close to this being my stop loss, have a great risk reward. But since I'm not placing the sell, I'm looking for that buy that we're looking for. So when price maybe goes a bit more, I'm using the fib right here. You can simply see that I've used the fib, but even if I delete it, when price, since it broke out of here, as soon as price goes a bit lower, and you can see that we've got an area of support here, on which you have to see what it does when it gets here. And if it fails to break here, maybe there's a high chance of us going up. But if it does break, on which we'll see as soon as 3:30 opens, that's when maybe we'll get that sell. So if I'm looking for sells, I would sell maybe here where it's at, and I would put my stop loss maybe right here, and yeah, my take profit would be right here from how I would take the sell. And I'm coming over to let's take a look at the side here. Okay, I was still left with 22 minutes. So also what I do is that it's something that I recently just learned, and I believe that since we've been updating our course programs in the VIP section that's going to be launched in the app, this is something that I'm going to be implementing, show you guys some of the methods that I actually do use in order to be able to use both fundamental and my technical. Remember, I've been trading technical analysis for the past 5 years. So both my technical side of things and also some of the fundamental reports that we get from the biggest companies such as your Teslas and Apple. That's how I actually do come up with a way forward into how can I execute this beautiful trade, especially looking at the day trading side of things. And yeah, so also yeah, what I look for is, since now we are looking at the Nasdaq markets, obviously it's 100 non-financial companies. mean that as soon as the market opens, you'll see just 2 minutes before, you'll see it's gonna be blank, and then as soon as it opens, that's when, like, numbers are gonna come out, the reports are gonna come out, and that's when you can actually go into these companies. Like, you can go into Tesla and get some of their updates, like look at what they're saying here, learn about them, and then decide what actually is gonna be going. Because at the end, even though there's 100 companies, there are those big players that actually move in the market. So those are the ones that we should be following. And yeah, you'll see something similar to this. Then afterwards, that's when the market is actually gonna come. And what I look for is to see how many are actually selling and how many companies are actually buying. Even though more can be selling, more can be buying, I also go a bit more deeper into looking at the ones that are selling, the ones that are buying, which ones are the big players that are selling, which ones are the big players that are buying. Then I look at the reports, I look at the updates, I look at also the percentage, what are the percentages, and what are the expected maybe closes for the day. And then from there I can be able to know that, okay, I'm going to be executing or I won't be executing. And as well, just by coming down here on them, so now we can see that today it's actually a bit more chilled. It's not gonna be a very heavy day in the market. So I love that everything is literally super low. So it's exciting. Now one thing that it helps me with is that I can only focus on my technical side of things. And also as soon as the market opens, that's what I'll be looking at. And here on US 100, let me show you guys what I'm actually looking for. Price went down, came back to retest these areas here. So now price is going up. So obviously this is our first take profit, and initially we're going there for second take profit, and then afterwards we're gonna be ending our take profits here at this final areas. So what I'm looking for is let me just come down to the 15 minutes. So automatically you can see higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So basically I'm waiting for price to give us some sort of a higher low. Maybe if price can come test around this area, then we take our buy. Meaning that anywhere from here, I'm looking for buys, and then this way I can easily have my stop loss be just below here, and my take profit just this is the first take profit obviously, but remember that we are still going all the way to the upside. This is actually where I'm looking to take profit at, which maybe we can secure 25%, meaning that whatever that I'm risking, if I'm risking $1,000 with just this move, I can be able to make over $25,000, which is a beautiful trade if you look at it. Obviously it needs me to catch it nice, manage it properly, and be able to just scale it up so I can be able to get the full benefits and profit. So coming down to the 5 minutes here, so just by taking a look, this is our lows and these are our highs on the 5 minute. So for that intraday movement, obviously what I'm looking for is right here, as soon as +3 comes, maybe if price can just push down. So this will just be if price can at least just push down. So maybe if your stop loss could be here, if you're looking to take the short-term trade, take profit could be here. But if you're looking into being a bit more aggressive, you can put your stop loss here into getting better risk compared to rewards. But that's not my bigger trade. My bigger trade is actually price coming down, maybe pushing a bit more to the lower side, and once we get here around the 61.8 level. But the most important thing is this trend line, because it can bounce at the 61, it can bounce at the 50 level, it can as well bounce at the 78.6. So I just have to see as soon as it gets here, what is price say, and then maybe once I do get there, that's when I'll be able to secure my beautiful trade all the way to the upside. So that is what I'm actually looking at, or what I'm actually looking for. So right now you can simply see that we are left with 17 minutes for the New York session to actually open. And the most important thing that I'm gonna see here is,
yo guys, I won't lie, we sent right here same potential buy. You can see we executed multiple buys here, executed multiple guys. If you think it's a fake account, it's real, you can simply see. And we just shot up. And just to show you guys what I was actually looking at, because before this happened, we actually shared it right here, but now it's just management games, management. So let me just come here, share it right here. You can simply see in the VIP team, but it's actually this one here that we shared before it got there. I was like potential buy before it got there, and then as it did get there, that's when we actually executed this one. So now we just waiting to see if price can break above this area. Once it does, then maybe we can get some scalings and go all the way up with it. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I won't lie guys, my first entry was beautiful because we actually did buy here, and then it went up. The mistake that I maybe made is not locking down maximum profits. Then price shot down a bit more down, so I'll just have to stay away from it, see what actually is saying, and then maybe I'll come back with a better plan. I'm actually trying to see if the sell that happened right here, if it made me sense, and from what I can see, it does make sense, but I wasn't looking for sells. So yeah, because at the end I'm looking at it, guys, we just opened now, and obviously we just broke some few areas, but it's still a valid trade at the end with our buys. We just have to find it at the right spot. Okay, I'm giving it a one last go. In terms of entry wise, I got a beautiful entry on what is it, on US 100 right here. So my way is obviously previous support, third touch, first touch, second touch, third touch, previous support, and yeah, price gave us a beautiful retest. So I like the risk reward at the end, because even if it means that we can still once it does get here, that's when I'll be out. So if price just happens to go a bit more up, then I can benefit. But if it doesn't, then that will be me being done for the day, even if I do see another opportunity. Remember, the most important thing is discipline, because right here where I am, it's actually a very strong area, because what I'm seeing is that it's either price breaks above and then it goes high, or it's either price fails to break and then it commits to its sell, then maybe it goes down. And for me, I'm not looking for the sell. Even if it breaks and sells, I don't think I'll look for a sell for today. I'll just leave it as it is. And then, but I'm actually looking for a buy. So since I already took one first negative, I'll only place my second entry on it. And then if it hits me again, then maybe I'll be out of it for the day. And then I'll just see where the market eventually decides to go. And then I'll learn from it for tomorrow's trading session. So, but yeah, for now, this is what I'm using. Can see that we caught our second trade. Very beautiful. That's how it is. I think right now I'm just gonna log maximum profits, because it's moving too well. I don't think I want to experience a negative after this. And one thing that I like is that it has been also shared in the team, because at first I did share this and it went up. Yeah, it went up maybe up until here. Before I could even say log profits, it went against us and it hit us. But I went and I was like, let us enter on. Yes, the first entry took us out, so let's go again for the second one, which is this one. And now it's moving like this. So now I think that they can easily just log maximum profits. But for the day, beautiful day, and yeah, I'm excited. So clean, yeah, we did tell them log maximum profits. And I like the fact that even our mentor in the Forex Jesus, shout out if you took this trade with me. So yeah, also killed on the side, yeah.
It's not about how I see the markets. It's not about what tools I'm using. It's not about my strategy. It's not about what I do in order to stay profitable. The most important thing is the discipline, because you can have my way of doing things. You can have anything that you can have in order of reaching your goals and stuff when it comes to the market. But if you haven't got that discipline into being able to be consistent, whether you have lost or you took a one, into coming back to the markets with a neutral mindset, then automatically it means that you won't make it through. And if you don't make it through, then you're going to be trading. I've had people that came up to me that tell me I've been trading for the past 7 years. They have more experience compared to me, but they're still struggling because of the fact that they're not consistently profitable. They're not consistently disciplined with their trading plan. But for now, all I can say is that make sure that you do have, the Forex Chasers app, whereby we will be launching new features. We'll be launching very cool new features soon, and I'm excited that we've been working on this project for the past few weeks, the past few months, even not even weeks. The past few months. I'm excited that you guys are actually going to be loving that, because I took a message from the market into what needs to be done, and then I noticed that, okay, this is some of the solutions that I can come up with in order to make trading be a bit more simple. Because at the end, the Forex Chasers app is an app that has been built by a trader for traders. So that's something that I value about it. And not only that, I think one of the most important things that you can do in order to be updated with literally everything that we have going on in the Forex Chasers team is for you to be in our Telegram public group, where I will leave the link in the description below. Make sure that you do like and subscribe. It's your boy Lesiba Mothupi. Thank you so much for watching.